Yo, what is going on, boys? It's your boy back with probably the first video in a while. It's been, I think, over a year. Planning on getting back into things. This first video back is going to be our round 1 LCQ game versus my boy Astro. It was a very good game. I'm going to do my best to break it down as we go, but as you can see, we're kicking the ball off. He does get ball first. This was down to the wire. It was a very good game. As you can see, we're here in the 3-3 defense. I was running the loop. I'm pretty sure we both were running basically the same defense. Hits me with a playmaker right there. On first down, you're going to see him audibling to tight quite a bit. It's probably the most meta offense in the game right now. As you see, I'm cross-manning the linebacker on the left side to try to figure out what type of route combos he's running. I was expecting the PA play right there with the streak up the middle. He ended up not calling it. I don't think there might be maybe 2 to 3 plays he actually runs bunch in this game. For the most part, he is audibling to tight. As you can see, he's running base there. This defense is not the greatest for run defense, I will admit. I apologize if you see follower notifications or whatever. Those are from on stream, so I just grabbed it from the VOD and whatever, but audible into tight yet again. We decided to go to wide because it's a little bit better versus the run. Throws it over top of us there. We need to back off our zone drops a little bit. So I think they're set to 25. They were for most of the game. I just need to back them up a little bit. As you can see, high point over the middle there on 3rd and 3. We're just going play to play here. Pretty sure he hurried up this entire drive. It's a little hard to keep up with him. Can't really change your zone drops if he's hurrying up without calling a timeout. So motioned his running back over there. I think he thought I was running match or something there. As you can see, he overthrows a touchdown. You're going to see a lot of those in this game, and I know exactly why it is. He's running classic on offense. He's not using freeform. So you will see the high ball inaccurates and the overthrows for my guy Astro. So down into the red zone, ran base again to get in this situation. Audibles to some type of doubles formation. Pretty sure he runs a counter of some sort here, I believe. I don't think he passes the ball. Yeah, he runs a counter. 2 pulling guards. Gets a nice little gain there. I'm still a little bit new to this defense, so I don't have the best run defense in the world. Little check down there. I'm pretty sure that was just flood, I think is what he came out and just snapped through the tight end. Right here, though, be sure to pay attention to the run defense. Again, it's just nowhere to be found because like I said, am very new to this defense. I'm not very familiar with it. The run shoots are a little more difficult this year. He puts in Fa'alele, 77 overall or 82 overall, something like that. Zero chill, out of position player. He's very hard to stop. He's a big boy. But we get out here on offense. We have U-trips, of course, is the formation we run. You're going to see me call this play quite a bit. It's very good versus man. It's a nice little corner and post read with a wheel route. And then, of course, you have the streak. We're going to run a similar route combo here. Just switch up the corner out and put a drag on the outside. Just have patience in the pocket. Wait a little bit too long. Sends 3, gets home. Not going to see a lot of that this year. It was a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Coming back out here with curl flat. Little high-low read. Nice throw over the middle to CD Lamb. Gets us into his territory. Coming out here with a scat concept. Angle route and then a corner route. He was blitzing a very large majority of the game, but we were both playing very, very well on offense in this game. I don't think either one of us made a single mistake. But as you can see, high ball there to Taysom Hill. I'm going to come out on U-trips again. I missed the flat. The smoke screen is wide open. And we come out here in trips, hit him with a little high ball to the short corner route to Taysom Hill in trips. And Astro's back on offense. 7-7. Needs to have a drive here before half. Comes out in tight again. As you see him trying to take away the streak in the middle of the field. He ends up putting him on a drag. Steps up. High point and overthrown. That actually was changed in the patch. It was a not contested high ball, but there was someone in the area, so it kind of just hit his hands. And then he throws an absolute dime with Brady there over top of the 25-yard flat. As you can see, I moved him back the next play. That would not happen again. Running a little inverted shell on the left side. 5-yard curl flat, and he goes again with a high point inaccurate over the middle of the field. Classic is a very rough thing to run this year. Obviously, it has its ups and its downs, but I feel like it hurts you more than it helps you, especially when I've seen people use Classic on a competitive level. I've seen way too many touchdowns overthrown to even want to try it. But audible and back to his doubles formation. Obviously, I'm expecting a counter again, but he makes a few hot routes, and I'm pretty sure these are fake hot routes because I think he runs the ball again. But yeah, he runs counter again and goes nowhere. We have somebody hit him in the backfield. Audibles to single back trips. Tries to mix it up a little bit, hit us with a little sneaky play. As you can see, our guy goes off sides and he throws a pick, and it doesn't count because his guy went off sides. I said this on stream. I guarantee whether I was offside or not, he was throwing that read. So obviously that hurts. It's something they said they fixed in the patch, and they didn't. So we gave up a quick 7 in about a minute. We get the ball back 151. We get ball at half, obviously, so we don't have to play too aggressive. But here we go on offense with a nice little post slant type of combo, open underneath. We get screamed at here. He sends 5. We just instant throw the ball away. Then we come out here and run the double post corner, whatever you want to call it, to get a first down. We are moving again, about a minute left. That was a little bit of a scary read. Could have been picked off, but it was not. We hurried up. We audible to trips, and we call just verticals here. We're just trying to have a quick read, see if he leaves anything open. Ends up missing an adjustment, but he doesn't. We end up just hitting our check down. Getting about 5 to 7 yards, and we use a timeout there. 30 seconds. Not trying to be too aggressive to the point where we end up making a mistake, so we just throw the ball away. Our main goal here is just to get some type of points before half, so we throw a high ball there. I think if we throw that, normally it is a completion, but we end up just taking our 3 points, and hopefully we do not give something up big before half. And first play out the gate, I mess up an adjustment on the right side. I do not put a third on Sherman. I end up just leaving a half. This was a mistake on my part. I thought there was a deep zone over there. The deep zone does not get out far enough, and like I said, the high balls on Classic can kill you. And he overthrows a touchdown before half. He was pretty frustrated with that, and he has the right to be. I put everyone in his zone, and he had something open, and he just happens to overthrow it, and he sails one out of bounds. So that was the first point in the game where I actually got kind of fortunate. So we need to take advantage of that in the second half. That was a big blessing from the game, letting us not give up a touchdown there on our own mistake. But out here on offense to start the half, like I said, run a little 5-6 trap, get about 7-8 yards. And then we run the post drag concept, leaves one of the posts open. I love the concept because it leaves their user, it stresses their user so much. It makes them either play underneath or obviously guard the post over top. They have to trade off perfect if they want to guard it. So we end up snap throwing a scat wheel route for about 10 yards there. Then we run scat again. He keeps starting the outside guy, so we just keep putting a smoke screen like every play. If he ends up dropping him into a third, I can just pass it up and get a cool 5 to 10 yards every play. Hit him with a little post slant action. Nothing open. We just throw it. I think I was trying to throw to Y there. I think if I freeformed it far enough, it probably would have been a catch, but it wasn't worth the risk, so it's kind of better that it got just swatted down. His user gets caught lacking. He's lurking a little bit too deep on the post, and he leaves the middle of the field wide open. And we motion over a drag. Nice little concept. The same play that I called before to get a touchdown, just throwing to a different receiver. Mike Thomas gets open and gives us the lead. As you can see, he saw that we were struggling versus formation. So at a half, I had to know for a fact how to stop it and adjust to it. So I ended up just calling man there, and he happened to snap it as the guy was going across the field. So we got a lucky sack. He runs the ball with Byers on 2nd and 15. Probably not the greatest call, but I guess I accidentally skipped the play there. But he threw a streak for about 13 yards. I remember. I think he just came out and put 2 streaks and then just snapped it as fast as he could and threw it. And then as you can see, he throws the backside slant to get a first down. Audibling to tight again, just a little baby out route. He played really, honestly, he played perfect on offense in this game. We both did. Audibling to tight again, motions Kittle over. Could be a base, could be a different concept. He ends up not running base, so I wasn't ready for it. Snap throws an out route right at a 5-yard curl flat. Should be guarded, but what can you do? Runs a little base action. Big gain for Byers, about 10 yards. It's going to be 3rd in inches. Actually, no, they gave him the first down. So at this point, I'm trying to just make him take just long enough to the point where I can clock it if I get the ball back, if need be. Not necessarily the first thing in my mind if he does score a touchdown, but if we do hold him to 3, we could only have to score 3 points. Perfect animation there. Was it right over our cloud flat? A bit unfortunate. As you can see, I'm checking to see how deep my flats were there. They were 30 yards. Just needed to back him off and he probably would have guarded it. He ends up running counter and we hit him for a no gain. And he hurries it up. Audibles to tight again. I'm expecting another run, but as you can see, my corner is on the wrong side, unfortunately. So he ends up having the tight end on the left side of the end zone. And at this point, I'm just trying to get 7, not necessarily trying to clock, but if it works out that way, then I will. As you can see, sacked on first down, absolutely caged on second down. We got to just run away and throw it away. Big 3rd and 23. We decided to come out in trips. We call curl flat. I'm pretty sure we put a corner out on the right side and a C route on the left. And we motion block this to get better protection. Pocket shifts left. He runs into his guy manned up, and we have a perfect wide open player that we end up hitting over the middle. Possession catch it to get down before the KOs. And we hit him with a little post slant action again. Pass lead, and he gets KO. So again, we're on a 2nd and long, and we're back in U-trips. Motion snapping almost every play just to guarantee I don't get instant screamed at. Mike Thomas beating his man off the side to put him over the middle. We end up deciding to run the ball. Was not the greatest idea. We get hit for a loss of 2 yards. Then we come back out in the U-trips. This is a trail route and a wheel route like combo. 2 receivers end up settling, and actually no, the X receiver is wide open. So we throw the flat, obviously, to TY, get a big chunk of yards. So at this point, we're trying to clock. We're in a good situation to where we just need to run the ball and keep the clock running so he wastes his timeouts. Could have put a better route combo on the field here. We have a drag kind of running into that. We playmaker him up in a perfect freeform right over top. We decide to run back because I'm confident at this point, knowing how his defense has been struggling versus me, that I feel confident that I can get a touchdown here, so I'm not stressing about running backwards. My main focus is this being the last drive of the game. As you see, we ran on first down, and I'm not afraid to run again because I want this clock running. The motion snap inside zone, he run commits, and we actually gain more yards than we've gained the entire game. So that's nice. We come out in bunch for the first time in the game. We decide to run flood here. This is a very big down. If we don't get it, we have a 4th down for the game, basically. Decide to run flood. We put B on a drag route, high point to the sideline, and his KO does not get the knockout. We decide to come out and goal line here. Just fullback dive it, get the clock running. Milk it all the way down to 11 seconds, and we use a timeout. Our first timeout of the half. He is out of timeout, so we just have to get in the end zone, and I'm confident I can get out of this game. We audible to tight. We have not ran this combo once. We put 2 flats, a slant on CD, and we leave the stock route on A. It's just a read on which side he doesn't use her. He leaves the slant. Actually doesn't leave the slant. He runs into it. Leaves him wide open, and that's how we win the game. Round 1 of LCQ versus Astro. 12th best Madden player in the world, I believe. A very good opponent. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going to try to improve my post-com because it's a little weak right now. I'm saying the same things over and over, I feel like, but I really appreciate you guys. Make sure to sub. Make sure to follow me on Twitch and follow me on Twitter. Those will both be down in the description. And as you can see, he does close app and the game ends there. We win 24-21. I appreciate it, boys. Peace out. See y'all in the next one.